Hello, Facebook and YouTube and Instagram up here. Tom here from the Doctors Collective. We're talking about how to do marketing without jeopardizing your reputation. So this is for doctors. So I'm just gonna get set up here while we give some people some time to join us. But where I get this question a lot from some of our private clients who are like, "Hey, I've got this big vision. I want to do this awesome stuff in my career. I'm a specialist. I'm a surgeon. I'm or a GP, and I want to go further. I've got this big dream that I want to fulfill, but I'm worried about getting the word out there about the marketing. I'm worried about how to do that in a way that doesn't jeopardize my reputation." So we're going to talk about that today, giving some people some time to arrive. But now I ran a webinar a little while ago, and I had this question come up from, I think it was a psychiatrist who was like, "Hey, my colleagues, blah blah, I'm worried about what they'll say, blah blah. I don't just want to talk about myself. I don't want to be just talking about me and my clinic and how good I am and all that kind of stuff." And I get it. There's a couple of things there. Firstly, the colleagues, what they're going to think, and secondly, it's talking about yourself and kind of sounding like you're big noting yourself. And I understand because, firstly, a lot of doctors have they have a particular way that they want to be a bit modest about how they do their marketing, and they don't want to be out there talking about how good they are and all that kind of stuff, and that's cool. And the truth is, good marketing doesn't involve any of that. Good marketing is the opposite of that. And so I tell people, my private clients who are worried about that, I said, well, stop doing that. Don't do any of that. Let's not talk about you in any of your marketing. Let's not talk about your clinic in any of your marketing, because good marketing is not about you. Okay? Good marketing is not about what degree you have, how long you've been in business, how long you've been a doctor. It's got nothing to do with you whatsoever. Good marketing and effective marketing, especially these days with social media, is all about the client, the patient, the ideal client that you're looking for. Because let's look at it this way. Someone's looking through their Facebook feed, and they're going through their everyday life. There is a shitload of messaging to them going, "Hey, buy my stuff. Here's my thing. This is why you should buy my thing." And your message is not going to reach them, and they're not going to be bothered. And I mean, I see this at the University of Technology, Sydney, at UTS. I drive past it. It was there for a few years. It was the top 10 reasons why you should become one of our students. And I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't care. Like, what? It's like, what will you do for me? How can you actually help me? That's what I would have like to see them doing. And this is what we do with all our clients. It's like, it's not about talking about you. It's about connecting with your ideal client and identifying what it is that they're going through. So let's say, for example, I'll give you an example of, now we work as private clients. We have doctors from all different kinds of fields doing all different types of things. I want to give you one specific example, but this applies to many different areas. So you might be wanting to advertise your current clinic or do it in a different way, or you have a separate business that you want to advertise, or maybe you have a big mission or message you want to get out there. And this applies to all of that. But I want to give you one particular example because I think it's a good one, of an obstetrician, right? What I would have loved to have seen from our obstetrician when my wife and I were having our first and only so far child, is I would have loved to have seen, rather than I am all these letters behind my name, I've got all 12 years of experience, blah 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 blah. Then you're just becoming a commodity. If that's how you're advertising, firstly, people don't care. And if they do, you're a commodity. They're like, well, this one has 13 years experience. This one is cheaper. This one is closer. All that kind of rubbish, right? And you want to avoid that. You want to avoid becoming a commodity. And you also want to avoid just talking about yourself because most people don't care. So rather, what I would have loved to have seen is a Facebook ad that talked to exactly the experience that my wife was having at the time. So, for example, an ad, a post that is not like buy my shit. It's like, okay, number one problem that women in their 30s have when they're going through a pregnancy or they're about to fall pregnant. You know, you might be experiencing what so you're having your first, and you're worried about the pains in your lower back, or you're worried you want to make sure that you have a healthy pregnancy, and you want to make sure that you give your child the best possible care, your best possible chance yourself, and you want to make sure that you know you've worked hard. So why not? So you want to make sure that you use that money and that work to actually look after your family really well and give them a great start. If that's you, here are the top 10 reasons or the top 10 problems that women in their early 30s who are having a pregnancy or trying to fall pregnant have, and how to address them. And then they could go off and kind of find out a bit more about what you do and how you can help them. But you've captured them because you've talked to what they're going through. Now, that is an easy thing to do. I mean, for me, it is. So the way I see it is like this is an easy, obvious thing to do. Now, we do this all the time with one of our businesses called Past GAMSAT, where we help people get through the GAMSAT. We don't sit there going, "Hey, buy my program at a discounted fee, whatever," because nobody cares, and it's really tacky, and it doesn't work, and it really cheapens and provides a bad reputation, which we want to avoid. But instead, what we want to do is show the compassion that we actually have for the people that we're helping. Show that we care, that we understand what they're going through. So join the conversation that's going on in their head. And so what we do is we have ads that say something like, you've done, so the headline will be, you've done the GAMSAT before and it hasn't gone well and you're starting to have a lot of doubts. Your dreams are starting to slip away and you're worried that you may not ever achieve this thing, and it's starting to crush you because this has been something you've wanted for years. But then there's this damn GAMSAT, this one exam that's stopping you from getting there. You're an intelligent person, but you're wondering what's missing, what you need to be working on, what's going to make all the difference for you. If you want to know more, click here. And bang, captures them, gets the conversation in their head, connects with them emotionally, shows them that we understand what they're actually going through and that we care, and then takes them to find out more. And or you can, at that point you can say, "Hey, call us here," or fill your details in here and we'll give you a call, or look at this info booklet, whatever it is for you that you might be using. And that works so much better. I've tested this. I have spent on Facebook in the last year, just in the last 12 months, probably around $30,000 to $40,000 testing different things. And what succeeds every single time is this kind of a message that connects with your ideal client in a way that shows that you care, that you understand what they're going through, and that you can help them. And it doesn't jeopardize your reputation because it's coming across in the way I just described. It's not coming across as pushy and salesy or just, "Hey, buy my stuff." And the ads that I see on Facebook from a lot of doctors who I know it's not them. I know that they've just outsourced it to people. And what I see is like it's a picture of some generic picture, some stock photo of a doctor and a patient talking, and at the bottom it says the name of the clinic, in business for 12 years. And then there's a button that says, "Click here to find out more." Nobody really cares. You scroll right through. It doesn't really connect with what you're going through. So again, to avoid being in that position of being that commodity and reducing the reputation of what you're doing and putting it at jeopardy, we need to make sure that you're doing it in a way that actually comes across as compassionate, empathetic, honest, and connects with the person on an emotional level as to what they're going through, and that you can show them that you can help them. So have a look at that, how you can do that for what you're working on. And again, this applies to a whole range of things. Like our private clients span across, they're doctorpreneurs, so doctors and entrepreneurs combined, doctorpreneurs, but they're working on all sorts of different projects. It might be to grow their clinic, to take it to a different level. It might be a separate business, a startup, a retreat, a book, a consultancy, like a professional consultancy business. It works across them because who we're really dealing with are not organizations, but human beings. And so we need to speak to people as human beings in our marketing. And then when you do that, it comes across in a really genuine, heartfelt, and helpful way. So I hope that's helped. And if you have any questions, let us know. Type them in the comment section, and happy to help. All the best. Bye for now.